Previously, the player characters were sent by the Duke of York to demand tribute from the Baron of Gaunt. While the rest of the characters were uncovering plots of rebellion, Alyce discovers that the Baron's younger sister, Lady Lily Blackfield, is the girl he once loved and lost. Alyce tries to let her know his true feelings for her without alerting her treasonous brother. So after Darren leaves to go regroup or whatever it is he's doing. Yeah, he left. He left the room. Wow. And an awkward moment, of course. So Argyle turns to you and says, Mr. DuPont, Sir Dupuc, my sister.
The elven names, they're a little different.
Yes. My sister tells me you went to Bard School together.
Your sister, Lady Lily.
Yes.
And I did, in fact, go to Bard School together.
Excellent. Well, why don't you show us, demonstrate for us your bardic entertainment skills? Perform for my court. Yes.
Well, I thank you, Lord Argyle. I thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
To serve and take advantage of your hospitality.
Well, yeah, let's try a sonnet.
It might be uncomfortable for me to read this sonnet to you. Perhaps, Lily.
Oh my God.
Yeah, by all means.
He's so wrong.
Well, you and Lily did just graduate, right? Yeah.
I'm merely 100. I'm young for an elf.
I see.
Gotta organize my folios.
The dinner table is like a big U-shape, horseshoe shape, situation. It would be, you could.
I think Alyce is going to take center stage.
Right.
Give the grand flourish to the entirety of the guests assembled.
Yeah.
And then, an extra bow to the more comely men and ladies, and then finish up basically...
The more comely ones.
Correct.
Okay.
And then finish up with just absolutely facing Lily, pretty obviously.
Okay. After all.
She's the one.
After all, she's the one.
I wrote this under a different name. If you read it published in the future, well, but I digress. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet methinks I have astronomy. But not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of dearths, or seasons' quality. Nor can I, fortune to brief minutes tell, pointing to each his thunder, rain and wind, or say with princes if it shall go well. By oft predict that I in heaven find, but from thine eyes my knowledge I derive. And constant stars in them I read, such art as truth and beauty shall together thrive. If from thyself to store thou wouldst convert, or else of thee this I prognosticate, thy end is truth's and beauty's doom and date.
Okay, so now I think we all enjoyed that, but did the crowd? That requires a die roll. But because I am so impressed as GM with your excellent choice and your delivery, I will give you a +2 on your die roll in addition to whatever pluses you might have as a bard and trying to entertain.
We'll call that the Shakespeare +2.
Yeah. Well, it's a matter of choice. You chose an excellent passage. Yes. So what is your pluses?
All right.
I think
+3 for charisma.
I think impressing most people there, and generally people thinking, "Wow, that was pretty good." It's a sonnet, as opposed to a song.
Yep.
It's this is kind of a
One
drunken,
of the
rowdy.
highest art forms, one of the most well-revered. You're
And
right.
unfortunately, it's kind of lost on this crowd. I mean, this is a
they
beer
are
guzzling,
cow
out in the
raisers,
hicks.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
open.
set the DC at
He's open too.
15 to really like have a motive with the crowd. But you got all your pluses and you got an extra +2.
Okay.
Does being an elf give you a plus in these stats?
I think maybe being a minstrel does, perhaps.
Burn
Yeah, I don't know.
Artha.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Jeep, jeep, jeep.
Bernard. Okay, I will give you an elven bonus of
Should
+1.
do that.
Okay.
They give it
All right.
+1. So you have +3
Open it
plus your
at 6 or
charisma.
Yep.
Is +3 is 6. You get nothing as a bard.
Undefined.
Okay, let's call that a plus.
The bardic function is as yet undefined.
Yeah. Okay. Let's call that a +2 because that's kind of consistent with some of the other stat bonuses
Okay.
for their skills. So where are we up to
So
now?
+8.
+8, and you get 15. So you need to roll 7 or better. Not bad. 7 or better.
Yeah, 3 is much lower
3.
than 7. I'm thinking
3.
that
Three.
Lily probably loved the.
So-
Maybe she hated it.
So, Lily. You give this great performance. You're quite happy with it, actually. You think you did a great job. But everybody's kind of looking around like, what the fuck was that? Where's the song? Big titties and flagon, or the rousing song of the bastard of Norwich and the 20 harlots of Ingress, or one of these things.
Of Ingress, he says.
And he most of these people just don't understand
I
what you really
think
said,
perhaps
and
it
so
was lost on
there's kind of a hush around, and Argyle finally says, "Thank you." Kind of, "Thank you, Sir, Mr. DePook," and everybody kind of gives a polite
Golf clap.
clap, and Lily, yeah, she got it. And
Mission
and
accomplished.
she and after the polite clap and wherever the conversation goes from there, where it won't be as conspicuous, she will leave, and a bit red-faced. Next up, Robin, Discordia, and Alyce are under house arrest.